off the text line at 441140. This goes to Chris. You see your text there. Your fans are texted in there, Chris. You are an idiot. Well, with that, okay, let's restating the obvious on our text line is just going to drag down this show a little bit longer than we need to. Chris, you want to respond to that text there?
That might be true, but you cannot lie about pay-per-view buys with a public company like Turner with HBO. So they have to announce what their actual pay-per-view buys are.
Yeah.
UFC actually doesn't because they're a private company, so we never really do know how many they buy.
Okay, so this person's comment from the 916 is 1.5 million is 1/20th of what it was. So boxing is dying. So, okay,
whatever.
It's a free world. You can hate Chris if you want. That's Chris for Law. That's CBS Radio Duck. Oh yeah, Loretta Garza. Thank you. That's who I was trying to think of. Loretta Garza was the other fighter in town that was doing some phenomenal things. So we got a lot of things to cover today. If you want to jump in, feel free. 339-1140, 1-800-920-1140. What I'm going to do in the first hour today is next Saturday is our annual. I'm trying to think how many years I've done that now. I don't think it's been every year I've done this show, so probably at least half, probably 5 or 6 years. I've done it 9 and half is 5 or 6. So when you have an odd number of fingers, it throws me off a little bit. But we're going to be out at Hangtown next Saturday, and I know some people will say, I don't want to listen to motorcycle stuff all Saturday, but it's not going to be an all motorcycle show. In fact, it probably won't have any motorcycle people on it. It's just you'll hear the motorcycles in the background. And we'll do a normal show out there. We'll probably talk to some people during the couple hours. But if you would like to go to Hangtown, remember, I think it was last year they changed it to really a one-day event. I mean, they have some qualifying stuff on Friday, but really it's all day Saturday now is the whole event rather than the full weekend. So if you are interested, coming out to Hangtown next weekend, on me, I'll give you a pair of passes and a T-shirt. We'll split them up a little bit. So we'll do 2 pair in the first hour. So 339-1140. 1-800. We're not going to split up the tickets.
No, there we go.
So it'll sound just like this next week. Yes, will the whole time, which is either a reference to motocross or just after my Taco Bell event. So what is that?
That's the airstrip.
Getting revved up.
Oh. I've never heard a dirt bike that sounded like that in my life. That was working properly. Yeah. So if you want to go to this show, we might as well just go home. We have already ruined the full 2 hours here. If you are interested in the Hangtown for next Saturday, I've got 2 pair. Each pair of tickets comes with a Hangtown T-shirt, 339-1140, 1-800-920-1140. You just got to know 2 things, your name and your address. And give us your phone number if you will, too, because we probably are not going to have enough time to mail those out, so we'll probably have you pick them up from one of our offices, not out at the Hangtown event, because once you get out there, it gets a little bit chaotic. Yes. So I'd rather you have those in your hand before you go out there and wear the T-shirt, if you will. So 339-1140, and there's already people calling in there, 1-800-920-1140 if you want to go to Hangtown next Saturday. And John and I will be out there live, we set up kind of right by the starting gate there, so generally you can walk by there early on and give us a finger or bring us some lunch or something, whatever you prefer.
Bring cookies.
Bring some food, because we're usually starving. So we'll do that. We'll give out those first pair. We'll do another pair in the second hour as well if you'd like to go to Hangtown. There's my Mix It Up gift certificate right there.
There it is.
So we'll do that. We'll give that an opportunity in the first break.
Look on both sides of the paper.
Yeah, is that right? This side was blank. I couldn't figure it out. And there's our schedule for Hangtown. So hey, it's all coming together for me. In the second hour today, also I asked the California Association of Mortgage Professionals. I think Fred is the president-elect and vice president of government affairs. That's a big title for really what's going to be changing in the mortgage world and some of the things that they are fighting against and fighting for. He's going to call us in the second hour today, and you'll be surprised. A lot of what you think is just for the mortgage community is really for the borrowing community, things that they want to see changed. I'll give you an example. One of the things they're working on right now is this whole issue over medical collections. Every time you pull someone's credit, I would say 8 times out of 10, somebody has a medical collection, and it's like, $214 from 12 years ago when your son was born, and it's this little thing where it was a mistake, and they billed you instead of billing your HMO, and the HMO finally paid it, but they didn't get it cleared, and you have these little nagging things and medical collections are one of them. One of the things that the association is working on is getting a law to either get those removed or get the influence of those removed. Most lenders now will discount it anyway. If they see a medical collection for $300 from 7 years ago, they're not going to make you do anything about it. But getting a law or getting something to say, look, these have got to come off automatically, or something's got to happen because they're a nuisance, is what they are, and it makes you look like a deadbeat. And your HMO they were the deadbeat,
right?
Paying the bill. So there's
hasn't been cleaned up properly.
Yeah, some issues there, and there's some other changes that are coming up. I'll talk about a little bit later too that are coming up that theoretically are supposed to clean up the mortgage business. I don't know how much more cleaning up we can do. I don't know. I mean, right now it's like the law du jour. If you're running for office right now, you have to say, I'm creating my own law for the mortgage business. It's like there's so many law. What we're doing now in the mortgage industry and what we're creating in terms of a product is so good. Yes, there's people who are still going to lie on their applications, and people are still going to lose their homes to foreclosure, even on new ones. But as a percentage, you saw Fannie Mae finally reported a profit for the first time in a long, long time, because there actually are good loans being made now, and we're really putting people to the screws. And ask your client or my client or anybody's client, you got asked 10 things more than you used to, and then 10 more after that. So
then another 10,
and then another 10, and then we had to pull out the rubber glove and cough, and now give us your kid's birth certificate.
But
now
we're getting them done.
Now we're getting them done. So some of the changes that are coming out, which are supposed to really crack down on the mortgage people, are really going to end up cracking down on the borrowers. One of them I'm referring to is this proposal called a qualified mortgage. There's a lot of things behind it, but one of the things they're trying to do is limit the cost to a borrower for a loan. And so if you're a borrower, you say, okay, well, that's cool. Limiting cost is good. One of the proposals is that they will propose a flat fee for a mortgage, and the lender gets to determine what the fee is, but it can't change. So right now, if you come in for a $100,000 loan, generally, let's just say a lender might make $1,200, 1.2%. Okay, you come in for a $300,000 loan, they'll make $3,600, 1.2%, but they make more money because the loan is bigger. There's not really any more work to it. It's just the bigger loan amounts to pay a little bit more. What they want to do is just have us flatten that out, and I'll talk about that after the break, how that could affect many first-time buyers and many people on the lower end of the spectrum who may not get financing at all,
right,
or find someone that can do their loans. So let's take a break. 339-1140. Do we give away our Hangtown tickets, the first pair? We did. Awesome. And we've got a quiz question for you. Your choice, if you would like, we only have one of these per show. If you would like the Mix It Up gift certificate for a free one-day beverage machine rental, that's your option. And we've got all kinds of other, Hellwig, we've got IMAX. What's our quiz question there, John? 339-1140, 1-800-920-1140.
So the top companies out at the college campuses are hiring. What is the top major they're hiring and or the bottom major that they're hiring?
So companies looking for new employees, what's the number one major they're looking for? What's your specialty, and what's the number one, or what's the least they're looking for? Top or the bottom? 339-1140. 1-800-920-1140. You can text us at 441140. This is Talkin Money. We'll be right back.